and welcome to the Panelists, the show where we solve problems. Problems that are challenging, yet dishwasher safe. Pliant, yet rigid. Today, we have two teams who have failed to give me their names ahead of time, so I'll be putting them on the spot. So this week we have Team
Choptail, because we're going to clean up.
Also, you shouldn't flush us.
facing off against Team
Brawny.
because you're tougher.
And we shouldn't be flushed as well.
So both teams are large, unflushable wads. But I do have a big question for you, my toilet cloggers. Good news! They've finally banned Happy Birthday, because that song sucks and nobody likes it. And now you, my assembled panel of the greatest minds in musical history, you have been nominated to choose any song from the history of mankind's musical creations to become the new official tune of annual birth celebrations. What is the most appropriate song for people's birthdays from now on?
Crazy Train.
You're the happy birthday girl and you'll be sitting happy here and you have to listen to this song because I am a man inside of a restaurant and you are listening to it and you so are all the other people. Here's your free ice cream for your birthday. Free ice cream.
Are we rewriting the lyrics?
I guess you are now.
You could,
Yeah, you don't have to.
but we can. We can make it that kind of, terrible theme restaurant type of deal if you want. Or you can just have it mean that it's a happy birthday.
Yeah, like you can just play Crazy Train.
Yeah.
What about the timpani solo from Mars Bringer of War?
Oh, it's very compelling.
Yeah.
Clarification. How does a group of assembled wrangled children sing either of these songs?
Exactly like that.
Yeah.
And also kind of like how we did it.
No, they have to do the whole thing.
Yeah.
Counterpoint, they don't. And we never have to listen to children sing a birthday song again.
Oh, yeah, we just make it incredibly challenging, like the American anthem.
Or just, have children learn to celebrate their birthdays in solemn dignity.
If you wanted to have them celebrate in solemn dignity, 433.
It's just making children sit quietly for 4 minutes and 33 seconds.
It's a hit with all parents.
Yeah. And if they don't make it to the end, they forfeit all their presents.
Yeah, they just have to sit there watching their ice cream cake melt.
They have to sit there for 4 minutes and 33 exact seconds.
Because a little shuffling and coughing and stuff, that's supposed to add to the experience, obviously. But if they make any sort of yarps or anything like that, then it's like, nope.
Cake goes right back to Dairy Queen.
Can you imagine how much parents would look forward to birthdays instead of dreading them?
Could we make a case, though, too, for something like everyone knows the words to already?
Oh, like closing time.
Yeah. Or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
All-star.
Hey, now, it's your birthday. Get your game on.
Go play.
Go play. And
Do
that's just-
you really want more Shrek in birthdays?
When you said, do you really want more Shrek-in birthdays,
Well,
I thought it
like-
was some sort of curse word.
I was thinking more like a Ryan Seacrest's Shrekin birthday.
New Year's Shrek-in Eve.
Yeah, he just comes to your house and
Yeah.
brings a donkey.
New Year's Shrek and Eve, is that like when you get fucked up on absinthe and then just like wake up in the new year?
And you have horns.
Yeah.
Point of order, Shrek doesn't have horns, he just has really fucked up ears.
Are those ears?
Oh, honey.
Okay.
Have you
sorry.
seen
I
Shrek?
thought they were antenna.
I'm sorry you had to find out like this.
Wow. I thought it was like they were like this. I thought his ears were just like a pocket on the side of his head we never got to see.
Yeah, I also
Unrendered.
fell victim to believing those were antenna.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought an ogre had antenna.
Now I'm curious.
I mean, because Oni have horns,
Right.
and I just assumed that ogres have horns.
Those are 100%.
I'm
Is
willing
there
to
some sort
believe
of
you.
Shrekopedia that you're looking up here? Is there
No.
an expert source you're consulting?
I am willing to believe this is true.
I'm willing to concede this, yes.
Oh yeah,
There
they're
you
on
go.
the
Those
side
are
of his
ears.
head.
This is more time than I've ever spent looking at Shrek.
My God, everything that comes with Shrek's face on it has the ears coming out of the top of it for some reason, not out the side.
Right.
So the merchandise has
The
ruined
merchandise
us.
is a design decision, whereas natural selection caused the natural selection of the wizard caused the Shrek process to.
Is the
Have ears.
position of Shrek's ears perhaps a Mandela effect? If you distinctly remember that they were antenna, maybe it's a dimension slip instead of your shitty memory.
This is a very fruitful opportunity for discussion that has nothing to do with this week's topic.
1812 Overture, real cannons, or forget it.
Super Mario Brothers 2 overworld theme, real radishes or forget it.
What?
I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah.
We're gonna get demonetized because we're humming this song.
So what I'm actually sensing here is complete consensus from our panelists that Super Mario Brothers 2 overworld theme is the best possible music in the history of human creation to celebrate the day in which people emerged from a vagina and or a C-section.
It really works for any flesh-related celebration.
So in that case, I will give Team Brawny 2 points for suggesting it, and Team Shop Towel 1 point for going along with a good idea when they saw it.
That's really all the sheets you need on both the teams.
Well, I hope you guys have your paper towels ready because I have some good news for you.
Ooh.
You have been exposed to a lot of radiation. And
Finally.
as a result, your DNA has been mutated. But this is not the normal DNA mutation where you just get cancer and then pass away. This is in fact the cartoon superhero mutation. And because you have such a strong mind as a panelist member, as an astute problem solver, you get to in fact shape the outcome of your mutation. You can either have a fully functional extra arm and hand that is a complete matched set for one of them. You can have an extra right or an extra left, comes out right below. So 3 arms. Or an extremely sensitive pair of extra nipples that shoot fire when you are too hot, too cold, or become embarrassed.
Involuntarily?
I mean, you could take something off them to make them cold and have them shoot fire voluntarily.
That actually sounds like the winner to me. If only because I want a set of ruby quartz pasties that I can just twist into a raging firestorm.
So you guys want to become like a Go Nagai comic, is what you're saying?
I mean, if it's an option.
Extra arm, please, Kathleen.
Extra arm?
I will
You
also
would
take
have-
extra arm.
You would have to buy all new sweaters and t-shirts.
That's fine. If you have nipples that shoot fire, you're going to wind up going through a lot of, upperwear, too.
You know, the first mistake you're going to make is getting a flame retardant shirt or jacket or something, and when they go off, it's going to funnel all the fire down and roast your junk off.
What are you going to do with your third arm? You seem very sure about it.
Don't care.
You know,
Wait, so it's the least evil of two choices is what you've gone with here. It's like you got. Wait, hang on, 3 arms. Actually, I'm starting to come around on that idea.
What
Hold on. No, with my third arm, I'll be able to cover both of my eyes and plug one of my ears.
Here's a counterpoint against our argument, Peach.
Okay.
We could become the best boxers in the world.
3 arms.
Yes.
Wow.
Because you're gonna hit them with the right hook,
And then you're gonna hit 'em.
directly behind that right hook, there's gonna be a second one that they won't even see coming.
Except they'll know that you have 3 arms because you'll be nude from the waist up.
Well, I mean, if you could keep it behind your back,
the
you're not
only
gonna shrsh the audience. Like, don't
tell them.
It's a
No way
surprise.
You'll have no idea I have a third arm from all the promos and crap that we've been shooting with each other.
I'm sorry to rain on your UFC dreams, but the only promotion you're ever going to get in on is the circus.
You can still punch anyone else you want out in the circus.
And with fire nipples, though, like if we're in a circus with the fire nipples, we can roast the rubes.
I think you're being way too violent. With a third arm, you could just wax your carrot all the time, and nobody would be the wiser.
They would still see it moving.
It's not like a weird, flat tentacle or something.
No,
Like,
no,
it's
it's an
literally an
arm.
arm.
It's the full meal deal.
The assumption is that it's...
Elbows, all of the phalanges.
Oh, and a funny bone?
Oh yes, third funny
3
bone.
funny bones?
Speech.
Guys, this is sounding worse all the time.
You know what you get to do? You get to do that shirt thing you used to do in high school, but for real? Come on, you'd be so cool.
Shifting would be easier.
So you get it on your right-hand side.
Unless I want.
Although, a second left hand would give you an advantage in contests with people with a second right hand.
Would we have to compete in a special division then, sporting-wise?
What if I don't want to be an athlete?
Would your micro just be completely unimpeachable?
Holy shit. Dude, you just run the StarCraft League and you're just like, I am unbeatable.
And you could finally play List.
Oh my god.
List had huge hands. He could palm a medicine ball.
I could accompany myself on the guitar.
To say nothing of your piano skills.
Oh, I'm like in a hand now, Ian.
This is starting to get better.
Yeah.
I mean-
I like having something that I can just light fire whenever I need to, because when you're lost in the forest.
Or you have some pork chops you need to sear.
Or
See,
you run across a baby dragon that you need to feed.
See, if this was not a mutation, if this had been framed as simply a piece of cybernetic enhancement, in the Shadowrun Splat book, people would be like, because in the Shadowrun Splat books, they always had like the comment section for whatever the advertised piece of cyberware is. The third arm, people are like, this is shockingly useful and comes in handy in a lot of situations. And it's like the fire nipples, they're like, these are the stupidest things. I knew a guy who had these, and he thought they were useful, and he was in the exact situation where you'd think they would be useful, and as it turns out, he just lit himself on fire with them.
The fire nipples seem to only activate in inopportune times, because if they were controllable or even constant, it would be okay. Then I could actually run a small power plant from the fire.
But like you're just sitting in the hot tub, and they go off.
It's like, you don't want that.
If I may, if you were to forego the fire nipples, you could just give a Searsall to your third hand, and then have fire anytime you want, not just when you're aroused.
Just a dedicated fire hand.
Yeah.
Or fire extinguisher hand.
I think I have to come to this side of the third hand.
I'm convinced now as well. I mean, as much as I would love to actually help people with these fiery nipples, I'd end up hurting myself more.
Yeah.
And really, that's what matters.
Yeah. And also you wouldn't have to put that thing in your mouth to solder anymore. You'd have a literal third hand on you at all times.
That's true. However, now that you're thinking about that, if I had the fire nipples, I probably wouldn't need a soldering iron.
Oh, damn.
Get in there.
And on that thrilling mental image that Ian has conjured for us, it seems that Team Shop Towels is going with the third arm for masturbatory and other purposes, such as complicated piano pieces. And Team Brawny is all about fire nipples. Who's to say who is correct? Why, perhaps you, our viewers at home, but most of all me, who decides these things. So I think I'm going to give you guys 2 points, because you had at least 2 good points that you brought up, and I'm going to give you guys 2 points as well. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll give you 3 points, 1 for each hand, which means that our final overall score is a tie, which means that everybody wins, but there are no prizes. So thank you very much for joining us. This has been The Panelists.